All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Jellyfish Fishing. It's been a while since I've been able to make any content or post anything. I've been pretty busy. I've got a new job and stuff, and taking a little bit more time away from me. Real quick, I want to go over some of my gear. This is kind of just a single strap backpack by Casking. I really like Casking's products. Super durable, and this is just small enough where I can throw it over my back. I move around a lot, so this just works out perfect. Got a couple little small pockets in the front, one big pocket here. That's where I keep all my spinners and Castmasters. Power bait up here, hooks here. I got it on Amazon. I think I got it for like 30 bucks, something like that. It works great, super durable. One strap just goes right over my shoulder. Yeah, pretty good little bag. If you guys are interested in that, go check it out. It's made by Casking. They got a couple other options on there too. They got bigger, like double strap backpacks and stuff, but I really like this single pack. It works great for me. Today we're using the old Ugly Stick. I've got a Gold Casty on here to start with. It's got 8-pound test line on it. I run P-line. That's just the brand of line I like to use. It's 8-pound monofilament, so I don't think that I need to use a leader. The only time I think a leader is really necessary is if you're running braid. But yeah, we're out here at the Arkansas River. We're at Parkdale. We're gonna get down to the water and try to get on some browns. See you down there. Well, guys, the spot I wanted, there's a guy there playing fetch with his dog, so we're gonna walk down this trail a little bit, see what we can find. I apologize for the wind. I forgot my little speaker that kind of muffles the wind out. It wasn't real windy in town, so I didn't think it was going to be an issue once I got out here, but it looks like it's going to be an issue. And I also want to kind of try to learn you guys on what to look for in these streams and stuff when you're trying to find these trout, like where they might be hiding out at, and different ways to put your bait in front of their face. So gonna get down to this spot here and see what we can make happen. Well, somebody's got the next spot locked down, so we're gonna keep on going down the trail. See what we can find down here. When I'm coming up here, the first thing I notice, we got a couple good pockets behind these boulders, dead space of water. That's a good place for fish to be hiding. And then this is all pretty common here. When you're coming up to a stream, the main thing you want to think about is where are these fish going to be, and use the least amount of energy possible. And that's something that's always just kind of helped me out. Up through these pockets. We're gonna mess around right in here a little bit. See if we can get into something. If we don't get any action, we'll move on up somewhere. But yeah, least amount of energy possible. That's what you're looking for. And when you're fishing streams, it don't really matter too much whether you're using spinners, spoons, flies, whatever. The key is just putting that bait in front of their face. Them river fish, they don't really have the option to go around and hunt things. They gotta kind of wait and hang out, wait for the food to come to them. So we're gonna be that food that comes to them. And I apologize for the wind. We're gonna throw a couple around through here. It's a little shallow, but that don't mean nothing. It's pretty calm. Could be fish scattered all through here. We're gonna try it. Deeper here, a few different pockets. Water's pretty calm in general. Might get some luck right here. Might need to switch to a heavier Castmaster. Oh, we had a hit on that one. I seen it and I felt it. I think we found a good spot. Well, guys, we got a fish on. I didn't get the hook set on the video, but we got us a little brown. He hit ever so gently, like barely hit it at all. I'm surprised that I actually hooked him because of how light he hit it, but not a very big brown, but still a little brown. Let's get this hook off of him. Alright, let's see if we can get him released. He got it pretty deep and he's pretty small. I don't know if this little guy's gonna make it, but we're gonna try. He's bleeding a little bit. Come on, buddy, swim away. There he goes. Off to the races. We probably could have stayed at that first spot that we were, well, not the first spot, but the spot we were at where we actually got into a fish there. Surely there's probably more fish in there, but my idea of this video is to really show you guys different things to look for as far as finding the fish. Like, when I show up to this stream, what am I looking at? What am I thinking? And where are these fish gonna be? But that is kind of the point of this video today. Not so many to catch a lot of fish, but I just kind of want to show you guys what to look for. If you guys got any questions about anything, feel free to comment. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I really want to grow this thing, and of course I need you guys to do your part to help me. I'd like to take some cooler trips. It's a little tricky with my new job, though I do only work 14 days out of the month. My schedule is just kind of crazy, but still, I want to grow this thing. I want to take cooler trips, but I need your guys' help to do it. If you have any questions about something I may not have covered, or any further advice as far as today's video goes, please comment down below. Yeah, that's just basically my main point of this one. Is I want to show you guys what I look for when I roll up to these streams, and what I do to try to get on some fish. Yay, the guy and his dog is gone. I like fishing this little corner of this boat ramp here. Again though, nice, decent, calm spot. I'm noticing right away. It's kind of on the shallow side, but not too shallow. Super calm through here. I'm about out of line on my pole. Usually I like to try and cast all the way across to the other bank and bring it all the way through here, but I don't have enough line on my pole apparently to do that, so we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is I'm just going to kind of start casting upstream into this calm water and bringing it down. I noticed right here in front of me that there's kind of a spot where it's a bit more shallow, like there's a channel on the far side, and then there's this big channel over here. Usually I would like to cast all the way across there into that channel and bring it back over this hump and through here. But again, I'm a little short on line. We're not going to be able to do that. But this is another spot where fish could really be anywhere. It's super calm through here. They're not going to use a whole lot of energy wherever they're at. So we're just going to kind of start casting, 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 casting. We're just going to try to cover as much of this area as we possibly can. So here we got a spot where the water's running a little bit faster, coming into this here kind of, I don't know what you'd call this, like a boulder dam almost. And what it's doing is it's creating a dead space of water back here. Anytime you got fish that's around all this fast water, a good place to find them is right down here inside of this dead space of water. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not even really going to cast right away. I'm just going to drop my Castmaster down in there. We're going to do a little bit of jigging. Sometimes in the fast water, it's a little shallow here in this spot, but with all the little boulders and rocks you got in there, it creates small pockets big enough for one, maybe two fish, and they'll find these little jet streams and they'll just kind of glide and chill inside of those jet streams. I don't know if jet stream is the right word I'm looking for. Feel free to correct me in the comments, but anywhere they can fit behind like a rock that's raised a little higher than another one, that's a good spot for it as well. But it's a little shallow through there. I don't think we're going to get any action. Nothing jigging there. And you can find those little jet streams that I'm talking about by following your bubbles. So we're going to go ahead and try one cast down that way. Let's see if we can find some. I'm going to do a real slow retrieve because I got the current doing most of the work for me. And you really want to mimic that little bait fish just struggling to get upstream. Nothing. Alright guys, this is probably going to be the last spot for today. Not super calm through here, not super fast either. There is a lot of little rocks in there that they could be hanging out in them jet streams that I was talking about. River comes through here. There's a nice little kind of calm eddy through here, so we'll try a couple casts through there. But I think to start, we're just going to cast across and start bringing it back to me. I think we had a bump just now. Got a fish. Fish on. Little healthy brown. Everybody see that? That's what I'm talking about. So that's some of the things you want to look for when you're fishing streams and finding these fish. Oh, quit flopping around and I'll get you off there. Quit. Anytime you want to calm the fuck down. On the Gold Castmaster. Get him back. See you later, dude. Thanks for the good catch. Alright, let's see if we can get another one. I'm not going to move to another spot. We're just going to hang out here for a little bit, but I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. So what I did there is, so you got this area here where it calms down, and you got that area over on the other side where it breaks off and calms down. I cast it over towards that other side and brought it back through. But I think he was sitting behind a boulder in here in one of those jet streams that I was talking about, because he hit it right about there. I don't know if you can tell where my pole is pointing, but he hit it right in there. And he hit it pretty hard. So we're just gonna keep doing that same thing and see if we can get us another one. Well, guys, I enjoy you guys joining me for this little expedition. I hope I was able to teach you guys something on what to look for when you're rolling up to these streams and you're trying to find these fish. I know there's all different kinds of fish species that you can find in streams and stuff like that, but in my area, I mean, if you're going to a stream, you're mainly hunting trout, so that's what I'm basically focusing on. Different species might be a little bit different as far as what you're looking for when you're rolling up to streams. Oops, I think I went the wrong way here. Going back out. I need to go up the hill. I don't remember how I got down here, guys. I think it was right through here. Anyways, different fish might be a little bit different as far as where to find them. But if you're hunting trout, basically those are some of the things you want to look for. Of course, there's 1,000 other different things to look for based on which spot you're rolling up to. But yeah, as far as what we've seen today, those are just some of the things you want to look for. Where are these fish going to be, and use the least amount of energy possible. That is key, because I mean, this water's moving the entire time. They don't really get a whole lot of time to rest. So they really look for those dead spaces of water or somewhere where they can chill. You can get them in the fast water too. But again, they're going to be down inside them little jet streams or something like that, somewhere where they can find a small pocket of dead water where the water's coming around them rocks and just kind of swirling. That's where they're going to be. You're not going to find fish in every single spot like that, but that's what stream fishing's about, is hunting them. And you're not really trout fishing at that point. You're trout hunting. You got to hunt them down and find them. But if you could find them, you're going to catch them. And again, it don't matter whether you're using spinners, spoons, flies. I'm sure there's some fly fishermen that's going to get on here and tell me a little bit different, but hey, I'm not a fly fisherman. I like spinners and spoons. I like my spin reel. To each their own, you know. I don't judge. I'm just not much of a fly fisherman myself. But hey, if that's what you like to do, get some flies out there and hunt them fish down. But yeah, remember, dead space of water, boulder pockets, less energy possible. That's what you want to look for. I know we didn't get a lot of fish today, but like I said, my main focus was teaching you guys what to look for, how to read the water a little bit, stuff like that. We did end up getting one little brown there in the beginning, and we got a little bit more decent one there at the end. So I don't know if that necessarily proves any of my points or not, but hey, I explained how to look for them. We found some and we caught a couple. But until next time, guys, peace. I don't know where we're gonna go or what we're gonna do yet. Like I said, I don't have quite the time that I did, but I'm definitely gonna keep doing this stuff. Woo! Boy's a little out of breath. Hey. But anyways, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment any questions, comments, or concerns. We'll see you next time, guys. Peace out.